Waynesboro, the bird dog capital of the world. The town may not be a bustling tourist destination, and drivers on the bypass aren't leaving with a postcard.
They got that picture of my car and my tag. They sent it to me.
But many are leaving with a photograph of their vehicle instead, and a hefty $100 fine.
It's just normal for me to do the 55.
Diane Morris was one of those drivers.
I guess that's the way they get you.
What got her was this automated school zone speed camera planted right in front of Burke County High School on Highway 25, put here by the Sheriff's Department.
What was it like when you got that $100 ticket in the mail?
I was shocked. And I didn't think it was me until I looked at the other pages, and it did. It had my car, and it had my tag.
You don't remember any flashing lights from that day?
I do not remember it. I did not see any flashing lights. I did not see anything warning me that school was in, and school was out at that time.
So we decided to give this a try. According to this sign, this is an active school zone from 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., so all day. The speed limit is 45 miles per hour, but when we go up to the second sign here, this says 45 miles per hour when flashing. We found that the lights don't flash all day, which means that most drivers here probably think that the speed limit is 55 miles per hour, which is the normal speed limit.
It said I was going 56. Speed limit's 55. Which either way you look at it, I was going 1 mile over the speed limit. But I got a $100 ticket, and I paid it.
Even this letter from the Burke County Sheriff's Office says it will maintain flashing yellow lights within the school zone. Our cameras found the lights don't flash all day, even though the cameras are on. These speed cameras are operated by a private company out of Maryland called Ultimate. Since the Sheriff's Office and the Board of Education started the contract with Ultimate, 4,675 citations have been mailed out to drivers. The county raked in more than $570,000 in just 7 months. And Ultimate gets a cut too, 25% per paid citation. They've made more than $116,000 so far.
Do you think that this is a money grab?
Oh, it is. I mean, these companies don't give one hoot about public safety. They are in it for money. They're private, for-profit corporations.
John Bell with the Bell Law Firm in Augusta calls these programs cash register justice. He's filed several civil and class action lawsuits challenging automated speed camera companies across the state. The citations are civil penalties. They don't count towards your driving record, but if left unpaid, the state can put a lien on your car or suspend your vehicle registration. According to the Georgia Department of Revenue, that's happened to at least 119,000 drivers since 2019. And there's very little recourse other than drivers trying to fight the ticket in court.
A defendant is presumed innocent, and the state has to prove he did wrong. They are making the one charged wrongfully prove his innocence, not the other way around.
Georgia opened the door for private companies to operate these cameras 7 years ago. Georgia's Department of Transportation says at least 278 have popped up across the state. That includes the city of Rennes, which tells our I-Team it's collected more than $444,000 from drivers and mailed out more than 10,500 citations just since 2022. Back in Burke County, where drivers are being cited at times outside of the time frame cameras are said to be operating. This driver was ticketed at 7:25 a.m. and this one at 7:11 a.m. Both happened before 7:30, which is when the cameras were supposed to start.
They write more tickets when school's in session and the lights outside are not flashing.
And more cameras could be on the way. GDOT data shows 2 permits were approved for R.L. Norris Elementary School in Thompson and Brentwood School in Washington County. But now, some state lawmakers are pumping the brakes.
This is abusive. It is hiding behind the excuse of children's safety, and it is being used to take millions of dollars out of the pockets of Georgians, and it's wrong, and it needs to be undone.
Under the Gold Dome, State Representative Dale Washburn is behind House Bill 225 that would repeal the law legalizing for-profit speed cameras.
The estimate now is Probably above $200 million has been collected on these things statewide.
Do you think this is entrapment?
I absolutely do. I believe it absolutely is entrapment. A lot of the tickets are being written outside of the school hours that are discussed so often. A lot of the tickets are being written outside of the flashing light period.
Our I-Team has uncovered state lawmakers profited off these camera companies too.
Red Speed Georgia and Blue Line Solutions donated at least $539,000 to lawmakers
from 2019 to 2025. All of that money going to lawmakers, public officials, and committees meant to represent you, the taxpayer.
That is a big loss for the people of Georgia if they are allowed to stay in any way in Georgia.
A big loss that's being felt in the wallets of drivers all across the Peach State.
$100 is not cheap. We all know
No.
that.
No.
And so what does it mean to you to have to pay that $100 ticket?
Oh, it was a lot. I live on Social Security. I'm 70 years old, and it's hard.